On the last show, we played you guys a clip of Birdman addressing people who are calling him out for not paying Wayne. It's possible he was talking about Rick Ross, who definitely addressed him when idols become rivals, and now Rozay responded in his own video. Let's take a look.
Boy, you're a year late and 5 years late paying that man his money. Pay that man his money. We know you ain't right. Stop with the jokes, nigga. Bring that shit, baby. Bring it. That's what's so beautiful about life. It ain't no ceilings. You go far as you want to go. Have no fear. All that talking shit, that shit don't work around here, baby. We'll put you in check, nigga. I'll put you somewhere else. That's on boss.
Nice change of scenery there. Do you agree with the point he's making, which he's already made clear in the past?
It's not for me to agree. It's for me to realize that he's actually standing behind it. He's clearly saying that, Birdman, everything I said about you, including the diss track I made about you, yeah, I'm serious about that. And you making your response, which is, he's right, this is a year late, and yeah, this has been going on for 5 years. We don't care, still pay people. We're not really moved by your threats. Because what Birdman did say, those were threats. Those were open threats to any and everyone who has spoken about him in any type of manner, that he's some type of finesser, robber, just not trying to pay his son. And he was trying to say, listen, it could get beyond this. Rick Ross, he took up the challenge when he made the song, and now he's taking up the challenge again by saying, listen, nobody gives a fuck about what you said. I'm interested to see how this gets resolved. Both of these guys are bosses. I don't think these guys would resolve to handling this in any way but how bosses would handle stuff, which means through conversation or business. I don't think this would be on some street stuff, but when I hear both of these men and the words they're saying, it's all alluding to we're willing to do this however you're willing to do it. So we'll see how it goes. And also, what's interesting to me, I'm interested to see how Wayne's gonna take this, right? Like, we saw after he dropped the song Idols Become Rivals, we saw Wayne posed up with Rick Ross. Now it seems that that might be escalating. Is Wayne gonna still be posing up with Rick Ross? Because again, I remember 50 said this, and this was true. It was like, well, we have to evaluate that they have this father-son relationship. You might not understand it, but that's what it is. Previously, when everyone was saying, oh man, Birdman's the worst, man, we gotta get Wayne out of the situation, we then saw them in Club Live and they were popping bottles, hugged up, and Birdman was calling him his son. They seemed fine. So will that happen again, or will Wayne stay out of it? It's a lot that we have to take in and try to find out. But again, both guys are staying on their points. It's not for me to pick a side, but we all do agree that Wayne should get paid.
Yep. 50 did say that everyone should stay out of their business because we don't know the nature of their relationship. But again, it's hard if you're someone who grew up idolizing Wayne. You always feel connected to the artist, to watch him go through this is hard. Anyway, what did you think about Ross's response?
I thought that Rick Ross talking tough into a phone looks and sounds a lot cooler than when Baby talks tough into the phone. Okay. And I don't doubt either one of them are tough. But again, talking into the phone, you gotta have a certain swag to be able to pull it off. I certainly cannot. You cannot. You know it. That's why you never put your fucking face on it.
It was funny when I saw Rick Ross say, "Oh, there's no ceilings," and he pointed up at the ceiling. That was a little bit funny. I was like, you might want to move a little bit outside to show the sky, but that was funny.
You could see some sky in that shot.
Man, he said there's no ceilings, and he showed the fucking concrete ceiling. There was a ceiling. In that video, there was a ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, it was a high ceiling, but
it was a high ceiling.
There was a ceiling there, and it was a really nice house. I chose to think he was talking about the sky, you know, clouds, palm trees, and shit. It looked nice, man. I fuck with Ross. And great song. Let's not forget that whatever they're doing gave us a great fucking song.
How do you think this will be resolved?
If you had to project. If I had to project, it won't. Birdman's not paying anybody. I mean, I don't think. If you're asking me to project, I don't think. And to know the future, you look at the past. We have however many years of him not being paid.
You know what? Also, Ross has a lot of roots in Miami, and we know Birdman. He be in Miami. I thought something would have happened that this would have had to be resolved already for both to continue to do what they do, but clearly not.
No, I'm sure there's a respect between the two gentlemen that they're not alluding to in these clips.
Well, they were friends before, so I don't know. It's one of those things. I think there's more than there has to be more than what meets the eye, because Rick Ross really kind of jumped out the window in attacking Birdman. I just don't see any business dealings that Rick Ross has. Even he has friends who has business dealings with Birdman, but his money isn't directly affected by Birdman. But he is definitely fighting the fight for all the producers.
As he
and
should.
Wayne.
As he should. I've said on this show a million times that when I hear from Ross, when I hear from Meek, those two do sound like niggas that die on principle.
But principle for something that has nothing to do with you
Yes,
business-wise?
that is what principle is. Yeah.
That's not necessarily what principle is. Like that has nothing to do with you. And also, you might not know exactly what's going on.
Principle don't necessarily have to have anything to do with you. Principles are things.
So principle is taking up somebody else's fight.
Yes, principle. If Rick Ross loves DJ Khaled the way that I'm sure he does as someone who's grown with him, yeah, when you see your loved one being hurt or fucking attacked, you don't want to help. You don't want to do something. Yeah, I think that's a principle thing. I wasn't here when y'all shot that Friday episode when Russ said all that fucking fuck shit. Guess what? The principle. I was home, man. It just had zero to do with me. How I felt observing it, and how I feel about her made me come here Monday and say, "Fuck this nigga." It's principle.
Well, she don't fuck with that nigga. So that's one.
No, wait. Time out, and that's back to principle. Stop, Ack. Stop. Listen to me.
We're talking.
How she feels about whatever occurred has zero to do with how I go about handling it. Know why? Principle. Same thing with Ross. This has nothing to do with Ross.
My opinion, not necessarily always right, because with the Ross thing, Ross and Birdman, or let's think about Khaled and Birdman or Wayne and Birdman. I don't know if Rick Ross is fully in the know of everything that is gone wrong business-wise.
He doesn't have to be.
Well, don't you set yourself up? If again, you could ride hard for a nigga and then he could be in the club popping bottles with the same nigga you're riding hard against, right? Which means you're fighting a fight, and then the person you're fighting for might be cool with the nigga who you're fighting against. Sometimes you might have to slow down. For me, I always look at it like, if you're my friend, I'll go as hard as you're willing to go. If you ain't willing to go that hard, I can't be out here talking tough. I'm gonna see you when. No, because you're not willing to. I'm going hard for you.
First of all,
even if it's
principles, what you believe in. What you believe in doesn't have to have anything to do with you. Do you think that Wayne has not attempted to get his money from Birdman? So when you say, I will go as hard as you go, I think that there's a ceiling on how hard Wayne can go. I think there's a ceiling on how hard Khaled can go legally, contractually with these things. And as some man with principles who loves these people, yeah, I expect to hear that song. And I don't even have to speculate here, because on the end of the song, he starts talking about principles.
When Ross first went at Birdman.
Oh, I'm gonna wait now. Bring that Chance topic back.
That's what I'm saying. When Ross first went at Birdman, the situation with Birdman or the incident, or not even incident, the video of Birdman and Wayne being in the club happened afterwards. Ross looked funny then because.
But wait, didn't Wayne say something bad about Birdman after that? I feel like he's gone back and forth a million times, so I don't think that photo proved.
No, but
very
it
much.
does prove about people who aren't intimately involved in that situation picking a side and going hard at it, because you look kind of foolish.
I feel you, but
if
again,
you say fuck Birdman, do this, do that, and then the next moment the guy you're saying fuck Birdman for is in the clubs with him.
So you're basing
bottles.
all of this off of that one photo?
Yes, you have to base it off of
No,
it.
you
Just
don't.
like
No, you do not.
I have to base it off.
No,
of
you don't either. You have a lot more information than just that one photo, and you started your argument with maybe there's more than meets the eye, and now you're telling me about a photo.
No. Forget the photo. What I'm saying is that
we can't forget the photo if that's what you're getting your information at.
Well, the photo was proof that you don't get involved in a situation between a father and a son.
Okay.
Yeah, I can keep laughing at that, but
I didn't laugh at all. I said okay.
Well, she was laughing.
I didn't.
She laughed a lot.
That's basically what the situation is, right? Which means you think it's at a point of no repair, and then they repair it, and you look crazy. That's what I'm saying.
Do you think that Ross looks crazy?
Not now. He doesn't look crazy now. If they are cool next week in Club Live, absolutely.
I don't think you ever look crazy when you die on principle, principle being what you believe in. I don't think how you look to other people really matters in that situation, but
Well,
We'll
it's a little bit different if you're fighting for somebody else. If you're fighting for your own principles and for what has to do with you, and you're maintaining the same feeling, no, you wouldn't look crazy.
Okay. Well, we agree to disagree.